By 2017, Trixie and Katya's careers had taken off, largely thanks to their show which had been going for 2 years by that point and had become very popular. However, with this newfound fame came a lot of stress, which put a lot of strain on their relationship and in particular Katya. As we know from Drag Race, Katya had previously been addicted to drugs and alcohol and was in recovery, and she had been very open about her struggles both on the show and off the show. Katya had become very popular with fans, largely because she was so open and genuine and shared her emotions freely, especially during many live streams where she talked about her struggles with addiction and relapsing. But there were growing concerns about Katya's erratic behaviour, and many people suspected that Katya had relapsed. In November 2017, Trixie and Katya started a spin-off of their popular show on Viceland called The Trixie and Katya Show, which premiered in November of 2017. However, partway through the series in January 2018, it was announced that Katya was taking a break from the show because she had relapsed and went into rehab, and Bob the Drag Queen took over as co-host for the rest of the series. There wasn't much public information given about the situation at the time. However, Katya did a live stream on the 16th of January 2018 where she talked in French. And Katya said, quote, "I'm tired, I'm exhausted, my brain doesn't work anymore because of the drugs, because of all the gigs, I need to take vacations like a normal person." Katya also talked more about the situation on Instagram where she said, "I'm not dying, I want to live. I'm a drug addict, but I'm sober today and yesterday and before, but I need to take a vacation because I want to survive like Gloria Gaynor." Later in March of 2018, Katya announced on Twitter that she was back from rehab and was seemingly doing better. Katya then appeared on the podcast Whimsically Volatile later that year, where she talked very frankly about her relapse on meth and had a, quote, complete total psychotic break from reality and couldn't tell what was real or not real. Katya also said that someone close to her filed a restraining order against Katya, and she admitted that she had hit, quote, rock bottom. Katya also said that she had experienced, quote, hallucinations, visions, auditory hallucinations in the form of God. This is what led to her checking herself into a rehab facility, which, quote, rocked her world, and she talked very openly about her road to recovery. And that was all of the information that we had at the time, and Trixie didn't really say that much about it at the time. However, in April of 2019, Trixie Mattel released a documentary called Moving Parts, which followed Trixie's life and career during that time. And it featured a lot of raw and unfiltered backstage moments, including her fallout with Katya. During one part of the documentary, they showed the behind-the-scenes moment during the taping of the Trixie and Katya show on Viceland, where Katya has an uncomfortable breakdown on set and walks off.
I'm having a hard time restraining myself because I don't want to lose touch with reality because I had a psychotic break and it's really stressing me out. I am absolutely about to unravel, and that's not funny to me.
There is then a moment where Trixie talks to Katya off camera, but they are still mic'd, and Katya said that she needs to be in rehab.
I just can't talk right now, and it's nothing personal. I don't understand what it is.
I can't tell what's helpful.
I don't know what's helpful. All I know is that I should be in rehab.
Trixie described this as, quote, stressful, and she also insinuated that she felt angry that Katya was negatively affecting a big opportunity for their careers. But Trixie also understood that Katya was going through a tough time and it wasn't her fault because she was struggling with addiction. Trixie had already filmed All Stars 3 at this point, and it had begun airing during this time. And during Trixie's documentary, they showed a moment where Trixie received a nasty text message from Katya, who said that Trixie had humiliated herself during her poor Snatch Game performance on All Stars 3.
Katya, you just sent me a message that said, "You're about to kill your whole career. That episode was awful for you. What the f*** is wrong with you? You're boring and arrogant. The only two sins on television." You should have said that.
Katya was clearly struggling with addiction at the time, and it's assumed that her mental state was not in the best place when she wrote those messages. But Trixie and Katya appeared to have a falling out because of it, and there was a period of time where the two of them did not speak. However, they later seemed to reconcile, and Katya was featured at the end of Trixie's documentary, and the two of them seemed to be on good terms. Trixie later said that this was a very hard period of her life and that Katya had given her permission for the on-set breakdown to be shown in the documentary. On the podcast Shut Up Evan, Katya admitted that she and Trixie didn't speak for quite a while, but Katya said that Trixie, quote, taught me the real power and value of forgiveness, and Trixie, quote, just kind of waited it out and forgave me. Trixie and Katya then resumed filming their series of as well as their podcast The Bold and the Beautiful, and also many other projects, and the two of them seemed to be as close as ever. So it seems that this fallout was only short-lived. However, Trixie and Katya have had a few other dramas throughout their career, which we'll look at now.